GPSS used as a GPS simulator, Rough Cut 1. GPSS, in other words the GPS software, is very old, but DOS and the internet are even older. The reason I put this together is a bit of background for anybody helping me in trying to find modern platforms able to run this old software. I'm just throwing this little video together in order to give you a flavour of some software that I've been using for years. I think the program dates a long time ago, so it's a bit difficult to do this without with one hand, but I'm hitting the keyboard with the X key to zoom in. This is my old GPS software, but the key thing is it's been configured with mapping for this was used to simulate the going through the last waypoints, is what you're seeing here, of coming in to the target destination, which is, let's see, go in a bit. It's quite difficult to do this with filming with the camera held in one hand. And so this is now coming into its target. Here we go. And the waypoints of the route to avoid things like breakwaters and all sorts of other stuff. I'm having to hit the X key every now and again. There we go, we zoomed in a bit more. Next destination now is that Kingston Bay destination. Just X every now and again, yes. There we go, so it's gone to a bit more detail. And after it gets to that waypoint, it will then go for the breakwater waypoint to get past that breakwater that you can probably see there. Let's see what happens if I go in. No, it's not. Yeah, we're into more detailed mapping, and when it gets to that waypoint, it should then go towards its destination, which is the Mayflower Museum. Hit the X key. No, it's not got detailed mapping yet. How about now? Yes, there we go. And so now this is going the last few yards to its target, which is just nestling up there. Not very likely to get anywhere near that, but what I'm doing at the moment is attempting with just my two hands to hold the camera and operating the keyboard occasionally to run this old software. So what I'll do now is I'll go backwards by right clicking, all a bit experimental, and then go back into the mapping. Those are the waypoints that were put in to Snoopy's software years ago, and I'm going back to the normal launch point here. Just hit X again. That's it. So, and keep going in there, and sure enough, there we go, into the launch point near that groin west of Boscombe Pier. And what I'll try and do now is escape from the program. I hit the escape key, I'll say yes, goodbye, and now I'll run the program again, which is this old folder.
This GPS software is given free to individuals as a means of promotion.
Sorry, you're going to have to put up with this boredom, but you can switch off. And that is because this software is configured to open a COM port, and you've got to click OK. So it now runs into a demo.
Let me give you a demonstration. The expected time of arrival is 11:22 in 183.2 hours. We are 61 miles southeast of Bristol and 24 miles southwest of Southampton. Destination 3,500.
Now the demo, which is being used here as a simulation to test the software. There's other things that's done here, like outputting typical NEMA data into an autopilot. But the important thing here is
destination 3,579 miles ahead of us. Actual 12 o'clock.
and to test the logic, realizing that the simulation, which is a replay of NMEA data into the software as if it were a real GPS, but that data has been created by using the same software and clicks on the map, deliberately wobbly course, so that when that software is running, typically on a computer which is being used as a simulator, the NMEA data, GPS data coming out, goes into the autopilot system that's being tested. And years ago I used this to test the software that has been frozen for years now for Snoopy's Robot Boat.
Destination 3,579 miles to our right. Actual 4 o'clock.
And of course this is exactly the same program. It's just a matter of how it's configured with maps that does all those other things. Since about 90 like this.
3,580 miles to our right.
So this is an example, if you like, of a single target being tracked, or sat nav, or whatever you like. But of course there's multiple tracking and everything else, and the standard demo that comes with the software, which can be downloaded for years, does a different demo. So I'll stop this take. You'll be very glad to know. So in terms of how the software is normally downloaded and runs a demo, is seen in this video here. I think it's... Yeah, I'm afraid this old software is, well, it must be over 25 years old, these sort of facilities. Some people still have a use for it. That's it. It's free. That'll do. For those that have a need, I cancelled that, you'll be glad to know. Then at least this short video is a means of supporting the download that I make available, configured for the attempt across the Atlantic, so at least the people to see the relevant maps and things. I always was a lazy so-and-so, so I'll wrap this up by simply using the ending of one of my other videos. So all it remains to say is look after yourselves, stay safe and enjoy.